Welcome back. This is what I'll be working today. Although I'm not specifically training for strength, every so often I will pause my training and see where I am as far as strength goes. This allows me to adjust weight accordingly. For example, up to this point my flat bench weight has been about, 135 to 150. And so now I'll find out what my 1 rep max is and adjust my normal rep range. And oh man, was I surprised to find out what my 1 rep max bench press weight was, as you'll soon see. For reference, this is 165, which is well past what I normally rep with. And this is where I start trying to find out what my max bench press is, and this is 195. And this is 215. And this is the part where I get really greedy. This is 235. Nope, not today. However, 225. Victory is mine. Moving along with increasing the weight across the board for all exercises, I went ahead and drastically increased the weight for incline bench. Typically I keep it around 135. Here it is 145 to start. And this is 165. And although I didn't record it, the third set was 185. So overall what this means is, for my actual rep range, which is typically 8 to 10 reps, I can probably bring all weight bench pressed flat or incline up at least 10 pounds and probably 20. My normal weight here is typically around 20 or 30 pounds. This is actually 40 pounds. And what I discovered is, this is actually a fairly comfortable weight for me to use, and so I should be using this weight. And therein lies the value of backing off your standard hypertrophy training and going real heavy in order to make a determination about whether you should increase weights across the board for your normal rep range. I personally will do this roughly every 3 months to basically reset and to adjust all weight lifted as necessary. It is interesting for me to see things like this exercise right here. When I was first starting out, I think I was doing maybe 35 or 45 pounds, and this is 75 pounds and it's still too light. I ended up increasing it to 90 pounds and that was still light. So it looks like I'm going to have to start shifting to steel. These are all bumper plates and there's not much room left on the end of the bar there. It's like I always say, I'm not really working for strength. I'm just working for hypertrophy and muscle gain. But strength just happens. And I would say it happens whether you like it or not, but I'm sure you like it because it is somewhat of an ego boost. Here I'll do my prescribed 6 reps per set, and then I'll move on to seeing how much of that stack I can pull. You can't really see it, but I think I got to about anywhere from 170 to 190 for a couple of reps. As for my normal 6 reps, I think I was somewhere in the neighborhood of 130, 140, 150, something like that. Prior to today, I was probably using maybe 70 or 80 pounds for this exercise. This exercise I haven't done in a really long time and totally forgot how good of a stretch you can get. On this exercise, I normally curl about 55 pounds, and this is 105 pounds. I ended up cheating the weight up and then fighting the eccentric or lowering of the weight on the way down, but I was basically just testing my strength here on this exercise. On the next set, I lowered the weight to about 85 to gain more control. This exercise here I've definitely not done in decades. This one's really nice because there's no break in tension across any of the range of motion. You're dealing with the same amount of weight at the top of the range of motion as you are on the bottom. You'll notice I'm only using 40 pounds, but there's just no escape from that tension, which is actually good. That's all I've got for this workout. Stay tuned for the next video where we go through the same process for legs and shoulders. Until then, thanks for watching and have a good one.